they realize it. I think after 1 month, they realize it after 1 month, and they they immediately change the way of branding. I wish I had also made a screenshot of the of the video that brand reflect with the brand color. So in social media, you need to be consistent with your brand color. Once you are consistent with your brand color, like your audience always have you know smooth feelings. But once there is difference in colors, it will be a little bit hard for them to recognize you among other brands. Wait. Now there is this. This was a video from from one of the comedians. He's called this guy. He's called Rockaringo. He has some good number of followers. He was making a video. I think it's, after Arsenal lost a game, he made a video, and then he started cleaning his shoes with an Arsenal jersey, which is a very very big mistake. Because when you have followers or when you have clients, like there are certain things that you don't need to attempt with. Like for example, anything to do with religion, you don't need to attempt with. Anything to do with like for example, if Arsenal fan could be, I mean, if there are some Arsenal fans following him, they will not be happy. They will not be happy. So once you are doing something, either creating content or anything that goes to your clients or to your community around your brand, please, you need to be very, 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 very careful, because anything like this, can like can destroy your brand. Because me, I'm a United fan, and when I saw this, I did not like it, though I'm not an Arsenal fan, because supporting a team is like a religion. It's something that, like, you believe in it, and you will not be happy, seeing something like this to someone that you may support. So this is one of the mistakes that we also need to be careful when we are doing anything. We make sure that. And then there was a shop that I came across. It was branded with Barcelona, like everything in Barcelona. And now I was thinking, if I could be any of the fan not support, okay, assuming Real Madrid fan, will I be comfortable to buy in this shop, or to do something in this shop? See? So these are some of the small mistakes that they are very small, but uh, they, uh, they they play a very big role in destroying our brand. Now there is this there is this app. It's for vision care investment. Now, if you look at the pictures in the art, from the first picture to last picture, it's very hard for a client, you know, to capture or to even understand, like, what is this? I mean, what is this art all about? You know, like, this is too crowded. It has a lot of pictures from different, from different industries. It has a lot of information, and like there is no way a client would easily understand what you are talking about or what you are, sharing. So, and then secondly, one of the mistakes that most of our businesses do in South Sudan here, this language of general, like we do general business or general services. No, when you're doing a business, you like there is a certain field that you must choose, because you cannot be specialized in all the like in all the fields. No, you have to choose a field, and then you find a specialization in that field, because clients outside there, they need something professional. Okay, they need something professional, and you cannot be professional if you don't know your in that. I mean, if you don't know the industry that you are in. That's why it's always advisable to choose, you know, to choose a niche, or like to choose a certain industry and focus on that. But something like this now, it will be very hard, because here now they are dealing in, they have construction, food supplies, cleaning services, renting services, logistics, automobile, like a lot of information, of which, some of these services, they don't even go along. So when you're making an ad, like this one now is paid ad. When you are making an ad, make sure that you design your ad in a way that it can fit, in the interest of your client, and you get something. Because here you're spending money, and if you don't get something out of that, then it will be a loss. And then there is this there is this post from Uganda Police Force. This is a very nice, it's very nice content. Is information based. I mean, educational based content. Uh, Before, I did not have an idea why sometimes, cars use these small tires. I see it several times, but I never understood it the way I came to understood it after reading this post. This post read, the use of a spare tire is to only enable you to go to, enable you to get to the nearest repair center. It is smaller, lightweight, and usually limited to some speed while driving. It's risk to use it for long distance, more especially on highways. This is very, very educative. Me, when I read this post, and then I understood why, sometimes these small tires are used. So this tire is only used, to enable you to go to the nearest repair center. That's its purpose. But now some people, once you put this small tire, you will use it. You will not even think of fixing, the one that got spoiled. See, of which it's very risky. Like here, first of all, it's small and it's lightweight, and usually limited to, some speed. So these are some of the, like, this one is very, very, very informative. Like, once you read this, you would, you would understand. And these are some of the contents. When you are in business, there are some small things that you, in terms of educating your clients, it will create trust, and it will, uh, your relationship with your client will be very strong. Now this is this one of, meme shopping was one of the, was one of the good businesses doing well when it comes to, social media marketing. Here, this is sell based content. Like, here you look at the offer. Always in sales or anything, there must be something that grab, attention of the client. Like, if you look at the offer here, 350 US dollar for all computers. And these are some of the details, about those computers. And sometimes, to get computer of these informations at this amount, it's very rare. It's very rare. So the amount here, is the biggest target when it comes to what can grab clients' attention. It's the offer, the 354 all computers, not only for one computer, but you can have a choice among all these listed computers. It was a video here. She was taking clients through of why this offer or these computers, is good. Now this is a kind of an inspirational based content. Sometimes there are some contents that you would want to create to inspire the community around your brand. Like, for example, this is one of the greatest quote from Usain Bolt. He said, "I trained 4 whole years to run only for 9 seconds. Some people don't see results in 2 months and they give up." So this is like it's something very inspiring. Usain Bolt, we know him very well. He's one of the greatest athletes. He trains for 4 years only to run for 9 seconds, and some people they give up after only 2 months. See? So these are some of the contents that you can create to inspire your clients. And then secondly, when you're creating inspirational content, make sure that you go for something that is relevant to the field that you are in and to the people that you are targeting. For example, this quote, it has to be something like, for example, if there could be a gym place or just anything, or you can fix it around, as long as there are dots that the client will connect and then understand what are you trying you know to tell them. So and then there is this, um, uh, you know like, for example, this picture now, when you click it, it will show the whole picture, but once it's like this, once it's in the news feed like this, it will not show the whole picture. So these are some of the mistakes that we do, and we will look at how we will address this. This one mostly happen when you crop a picture. For example, when you take a picture, maybe it's a picture of more than two people, three or four, and then now you come and crop one person out of that picture. These are scenarios where this happens. So it's also not it's not convenient. So it's good always to be mindful about this. And then this is also another content from Juba Regency Hotel. Here they were trying to advertise about the match and all this. Now here there are two problems here. Yeah, uh, a lot of people watch Premier League, but first of all, Aston Villa and West Ham games, like there is no one who would watch a game between Aston Villa and West Ham. Even though you're a big fan of Premier League, you cannot watch this game. Okay, maybe you can watch Arsenal. I mean Chelsea and Everton. Yeah, you can watch, but this one here you cannot watch whatsoever. Secondly, the brand color is dominated. Like, you could see it's all green, of which it becomes like the brand color. The beauty of brand color is when you like you make it stand out. but now it's dominating. It's dominating. If you look at the whole picture, it's green and it's not good. The brand color has to be something like it has to be standing out. Like look at this second post. Like the whole of it is green. It's overwhelming. So when you're trying to use your brand color, don't make it like overwhelming like this. When you overwhelm your clients, your brand color will not test well. It will like it will look weird. Mm, just a minute. Okay. Okay. Now those are some of the those are some of the examples. I mean, some of the contents that I wanted to share with you. Now, before we move, based on what I've shared with you, or based on your experience, or based on something related to what I've shown you, like, is there something like, is there a question that you would want to ask, or something that you will like that you can relate it to, or something? I mean, like, how can we address some of the some of the issues related to things that I've just shared with you. In case if you have something in mind, you can you can bring it up, and we see before we move to the next. Yes, Mr. Bida.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for the elaboration, especially on the aspects of consistency and also adherence to brand color. I
Mm,
think these are things that people don't take seriously. For instance, I remember last time in the group chat, one of the group chats, like Amalna, they were having like a YouTube name which was not even related
uh,
to the name they have on Facebook and stuff.
yeah.
Yes, and at some point I had to tell them that is not part of brand consistency. You need to ensure
Mm,
if you have this name on Facebook, it should be the same name on YouTube and stuff, because it also at the end helps with search engine optimization. Later on, when
sure.
people are searching for your entity online, at least
Mm,
yeah, they should see some consistency in terms of the results that later pops out. And this should not only apply to name, but
mm,
it also apply to the description, because in each of these platform there's a description you give to your Facebook page. There's description or something short like a short in terms of due to character limits on these different
mm,
platforms. They may not be this exactly the same, but at least they should be very related. Sometimes, mostly, people tend to do things like in a hurry because they want to post quickly and stuff like that. But
yeah.
in terms of social media, for you to grow your business or to grow your organization, ensure that you be very patient with yourself. You be very patient with the work that you do. Take care. Tell them you do for me this job in 1 day or 3 days. They may agree, but at the end, they may take 4 or 5 days. This is because they realize that they needed time to ensure that they come out with what? With a good output for you and something that can resonate very well with your brand. So this is the addition I would make. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Vida, for that beautiful ambition. Bro, branding. Even all these brands that we admire or that we easily remember, they go, through process. I mean, through what Mr. Bida has just say it. With branding, you have to be patient because building a brand is a process. Is a process of which it requires a lot of consistency. If you are not consistent with your brand, then it would be very hard, for people to understand you or for people to have you in mind. It's through your consistency in terms of how you communicate, in terms of how you brand your materials or services, in terms of everything that you do. It has to be consistent. Consistency is very, 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 very important, and I see we don't so much value it here. Like there are some businesses, for example, in different I mean in one post you can use five different colors for one post, and then tomorrow you use different colors, and then another day like that. Come on, like that way, your brand color will not be consistent. It will not be consistent, and it will make it very hard, for people to understand you. Thank you, Mr. Vida. Is there any other question, comment, anything related to things that we've just looked at, or anything that if, I mean that you have in mind that we can, Stella, Ojara, Taban. Anyway, it's okay. We will now. The next step, we are going to look at content creation, uh, and this is how I would want it. I don't know uh, if, like, for example, if there is any one of you, if you have a company or if you work with a company or if you just we can create a content based on certain objective. For example, if there is a content, okay, we are creating a content, but we need to create it with any of your choice in terms of objective of the content. Members, are we together?
Yeah, we are together, Mr. Francis.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
So we need to create a content, but we need to, like, I don't want to come up with with how I mean I the objective of the content. I want to come from you. Maybe how we will create it, yeah, I will take you through, but still we will we will be contributing equally. But I would want the objective of the content to come from you, and then from there we will dive into how we can create it.
Can I give my company? We use it for example.
Yeah, 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 sure. That's what I want.
Yes, I have a company called Yako Enterprises Limited.
It, Yako Enterprises.
Yes, limited.
Okay, okay. Now we are giving you a chance to to create a social media content. So, like, what would be the objective, or what would you want to address with that content in terms of problem, or what would you want to sell in terms of what you sell, or what would you want to communicate in terms of services that you offer and all this. So give us the objective of the company. I mean, of the content. Like,
Okay,
what would you want to achieve with this content? What would you want to achieve?
I want to reach my client in Juba because I found out that there is a gap in the school chalk, which is not there because we normally
School job.
import here school chalk.
Okay.
So we want to be the leading chalk local company which are producing chalk locally. By
Okay.
2030, we
So,
want to dominate the market.
okay.
Yes.
So, so you will be supplying, the local shops with chalks.
Yes, school, stationaries.
School. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. So, what is your offer to them?
Uh, we are
Like,
give,
what offer are you giving them, or what do you have something that will grab their attention? Something, if
one
they see, then they will have to click your ad. What is that? It could be an offer. It could it could be
discount.
something that will create uh,
And one,
discount.
there is discount for those who are paying cash,
Okay. Uh-huh.
and then also the chalk is dustless.
Uh-huh. The chalk is dustless.
Yes, it
Very
means
good.
if
Very, very,
they
very
use
good.
our product, uh, student and the teachers are not going to cough.
Okay.
Yeah, they are not. The environment actually is not going to be polluted. The classroom,
Uh, that's very good.
that's free. And then also we
Okay.
respond back for the feedback, either it's positive or negative.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay. That's very good. Would you yeah, if there are more you can or is that okay? I think this information is okay. Okay. Mm, Now in this post, we are going to create a social media post. It's going to be it's it's going to be a cell-based content, and we will be using some of these information that you've given us in in the process. Now, when you're creating a content, this is the first stage of content creation. You first you first specify the objective of your content. After specifying it, you also put down some of the considerations, you know, that would a client take. For example, the chalk is dustless. Like once you're using it, even someone who is writing it will not cough or will not feel any dust. That is very weird. And then it also support the environment in terms of pollution. So these are some of the these are some of the information that will make your product unique from other products. And if you remember, yesterday I said, marketing, it's all about, finding the gaps, finding what makes you unique from from other competitors. When you know them, you can easily market your services. But when you don't know your unique points, like your unique selling points, or what can make you stand out from those, you know, from those competitors, it will be very hard. Now, in the process, we will be collecting different materials from different platforms, and also it will be opportunity for me to introduce to you some of the platforms that we can get different materials for different contents. Since we have our information, now we are going to get a picture that will support or that will sell, the idea of our content. Uh, let me let me let me bring it. Okay. Now this is where we are going to search for a picture that will that will resonate with what we are trying to communicate. This platform is called Vactizi. Vactizi is like it's a paid it's a paid platform. It's not for free, but there are some other free platforms that I'm going to share with you. Now these are some of the different formats. It has videos, it has vectors, it has PNGs, and it has like different images. So here we are going to search for maybe school chalk. Let's say school chalk. In case if it doesn't load very fast, then I'm sorry. Okay. Now these are some of the different these are some of the different chalks. But there is another way that we can approach this. When you're creating a content, sometimes you first identify the problem. For example, this chalk is dustless. It has no dust. So since it's to solve our problem, we can identify the problem. For example, uh, like uh, 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 for example, the effect of the effect of chalk dust or dust chalk. We can identify its effect and then we provide solution. But mm, just bear with me a little. We're just looking for something relevant. It has gone beyond. Mm, okay. Okay. Let's assume we take this, but this one it has dust. We need a chalk that that does not have any dust. Or okay, okay, maybe to save time, let's go for this. Let's go for this because this picture looks more natural. You know, when you're choosing a picture, don't go for something, you know, that looks so weird, or that look, just go for something natural, something that will not look so much exaggerated, or something that, just go for something natural, as long as you know it's a carry what you want to. So here, after you find a picture of your choice, you download it. You just click here. It's getting downloaded. So as we wait for it to download, let's go to we are going to use Adobe Photoshop to polish it, because we will not just share it like that. We first need to polish it, and then, so this is the software that we are going to use. It's Adobe Photoshop. Now there are other softwares that you can use, like the you know, uh, how, how do you call it? Now this, before you open here, you first come here. Now this is where you choose, like, the size of the post. For example, like this 1080 by 1080 is you know, is square size, which is the standard size for social media. But if you, for example, if you're making stories, or if you are making for stories, is 1080 by 1920 pixels. These are all in pixels. But 1080 by 1080 is like normal one, the square one. See? For example, now this is when you're making for a story, you go for this. But if you are making for a post, you just go for 1080 by 1080, like this. This is what we are going to use. This one here is what we are going to use. Let me put off the grades. This is what we are going to use. Let me check if the photo is already downloaded. It's still downloading. Okay. Now, this is the size that we are going to use. The photo is still downloading. The network is, but yeah, but it's almost. It's almost. So we have our informations, and then now the photo is ready. Let me just bring it in. Okay. Okay, here we are. this is the photo that we are going to use. This is the photo that we're going to use. Now, uh, now one of the things that make our chalk unique we have identified is that our chalk, it doesn't have any dust. Like it does not have any dust. So we need to put something. It could be just something that will support the picture. For example, uh, we can put dustless chalk. Dustless chalk. It can make the color white, make it capital because we need it bold and make it capital. And then you can choose a font that you know that can make it look big and visible. For example, can go for Como A, and then you make it big, make it big, like to make it in a way that it can stand out. Now, uh, like here now it's big, but you see this white, this white dust is competing with the with the title or the header. Sometimes you can just put kind of black overlay at the back to reduce to make the header stand out. For example, you can go for something black, you put it in the middle, and then you reduce the opacity, like you reduce it a little bit so that the header stands out, while you still maintain the picture of the chalk. Okay, so this can be a header that would that would attract a client. Now, you need to put something that will make a client interesting, like in the middle here or at the end here. For example, as we say it, with this chalk, there is no cough, or there would be no any. Because sometimes there are some there are some diseases that that can be suspected if you like. I mean, okay, there are some side effect that someone can get from a dust chalk. You know, so these are some of the things that you can put here. For example, uh, uh, you can say mm, you can say uh,
No, no eye irritation or no skin irritation.
sorry. Okay.
Can't we say that
That's
there's
very
no
good.
skin irritation
Yeah,
or
yeah,
eye
yeah,
irritation?
yeah. Okay.
Skin
No skin
irritation, irritation, no
irritation.
eye irritation.
No skin or eye irritation. No skin or
Irritation.
eye irritation. Yeah. See. Now this one we can choose different font. Now when you're designing, make sure that uh, like you don't use so many fonts. You can use only two or three, but if you use many, it will not it will not look good. So we can choose that font and then noise, orientation.
Is that Photoshop?
Yeah, this is Photoshop.
This Photoshop.
So
Okay then.
yeah, so we
You
can
can correct the spelling of O. You put E
oh
instead. Yes.
yeah,
Skin O.
Even irritation, there's
no,
no N.
oh,
Yes, there's no
no skin or eye irritation. The spelling of irritation is okay like this.
IR. No, remove the N, which is
I
between I and R.
oh okay. Uh, this like now it somehow looks now. You said what would be the offer?
There's discount for those who are paying cash.
Okay, discount for those who are paying cash.
Yes.
Okay. Now this would be this one we can make the discount. We can make it now call to action. Oh, discount for cash. Let's say discount. Uh, what discount is it specified or
Maybe there's a, maybe you can say 1%.
1%? 1% or 10%?
Yes, or 10 or 5%.
Okay, let's say 5%.
Mm.
5% discount.
On cash.
Yeah. Now discount we can also make it big because can make it big. Can make it big and then 5% on cash.
Yes.
Okay, on cash. Now cash we can make it small so that it doesn't compete with the
Mm.
this is too small. Okay, now this is basically this is how it will look like. Let's assume for the sake of time. Okay, okay. Now let's assume your brand color is uh, is gold. Let's assume like that. Let's put the information close so that we don't create too much space for a viewer. Okay, okay. Uh, roughly, let's make something like this. Now this one we can make the color. Let's assume it's the the color of your brand is gold. Let's assume it that way, and then This one is, let's reduce the, let's see if, okay, just something like this, and then like you can put a logo here. For example, let me put my logo. Uh, for example, let's put a logo. So the header is clear. The picture demonstrate the industry or what the product or services is all about. And then the discount looks like it's not standing out enough. I mean but it's okay. Let me just put a logo and then we export it. Just, plus we just assume this is your brand logo. We just assume. Now there is one thing that sometimes people make. It's not a must for a logo to like to be in your brand color. But what matters a lot is having your brand color in the design. For example, if brand color is gold, then you can make logo in whatever color that will look reasonable. If it's white, it's okay as long as the gold color, reflect in the design as brand color. So let's assume this is the design. Or let me make it a little bit big so that we don't create too many spaces. I think like this it's much better when you zoom it or when you make it big. Like this now it's somehow okay. So uh, let's assume this is our post. And now we just need to export it. It's because of time. Otherwise, we would have, make it more okay than this. Let's just use, sorry. Now we have created our post. Now we need uh, uh, to write a copy that will support this that we have created. Now, when we are writing a copy, let me okay, we have designed our post. Now we are going to write a copy based on these information. Uh, as we, as we as we design our copy, we are going to have things that will get their attention. For example, like that's less cough and some of the solutions that it provide, or some of the diseases that it prevent, and then we also put the discount. So let's uh, let's use chat GTB. So with chat with chat GTP, you can it's one of the easiest software that you can use. So here we don't when we are writing a copy here, we make sure that we don't forget our main words. I mean, like the values that would be so important. So let's say uh, let's just say a social media post, or let's say okay, a social media post based on mm, we had mm, we are offering we are offering 5% discount discount on cash. 5% discount on cash, and then on cash, and then now you say something about the chalk, like the
That's less.
One is for the carrots. Then after that,
that's less that's less chalk. Uh, and
cornerstone
then
comes in
uh,
as the child presenter,
and
provision,
and
and
durable.
then our family comes in after,
skin,
corners after
no
our
skin,
we shall use that to do. Thank you very much. Other schools will proceed after that.
eye
When you're on
irritation,
the stage, 3 songs each.
skin or eye irritation. Okay. Students. Okay. Okay, now we generate and we see the result. Okay, uh, it says get 15% off on our high quality dustless chalk. You see, you know the importance of using this AI tool. Like as long as uh, you give the information that would, that would, that best describe your services. Now it would put it in a way that it will sound more better than how you put it. Like for example, here it says get 5% off on our high quality dustless chalk, safe, clean, and hassle free